This video will delve into one of the most intriguing and debated themes in the book of Revelation: the identity and significance of the 144,000 individuals mentioned in this prophetic text. By analyzing these passages, we will clarify why these chosen ones are so crucial in the end times. Interpretations of the 144,000 sealed in the book of Revelation vary widely, reflecting different theological approaches over the centuries. Some people believe that the number 144,000 should be understood literally, representing a specific group of people chosen by God, likely from the tribes of Israel, to be protected during the apocalyptic events. Others see the number symbolically, understanding it as a representation of the totality of God's faithful. In this sense, the number 144,000 symbolizes completeness and spiritual perfection, encompassing all the chosen ones throughout history, not just a limited group. There is also a spiritual interpretation, where the 144,000 are seen as the first fruits of the church. People who have achieved a high level of holiness and purity, occupying a special position in God's plan of salvation. The number 144,000 is often interpreted as representing the chosen ones, but it is crucial to understand that this number should not be taken literally, as if there were only 144,000 people chosen by God. Often, people interpret the Bible too literally, which can result in confusion and misguided beliefs. The Bible uses symbolism and metaphors, and it is essential to understand these nuances, or you may end up adopting extreme and outdated ideas. Regardless of the interpretation, the 144,000 are seen as servants of God, chosen for their purity and unwavering faith. Their mission is essential, highlighting their importance in the divine plan during the difficult times mentioned in the Bible. An interesting and often discussed aspect of the 144,000 is the reference in Revelation that they are virgins who have not defiled themselves with women. This detail, again, is seen by many as symbolic, not as a literal description. The word virgins may symbolize the spiritual purity and faithfulness of the chosen ones to God. The phrase, "not defiled themselves with women," can be interpreted as a metaphor for the purity and total dedication of these individuals who have not allowed themselves to be corrupted by worldly influences or idolatries that could divert them from their devotion to God. They maintain an unwavering faith and remain spiritually unblemished, ready to fulfill their divine mission on earth. Although they were born as ordinary people, these individuals are in a process of awakening to fulfill their mission on earth. They have been meticulously prepared and will soon reveal their true identity, appearing to be here exclusively to complete this divine task. However, some spiritual scholars believe that many of them still do not remember who they really are. If we analyze the number 144,000, it reduces to the number 9, a powerful symbol that represents completion, healing of wounds, and the ability to maintain integrity after facing continuous and challenging trials. These people are those who have overcome great tribulations. They have endured pain and persecution and carry metaphysical scars on their souls as proof of this. However, instead of succumbing to darkness, they choose to become teachers. They are chosen because they choose themselves. While some succumb under the weight of great challenges, becoming narcissists or sociopaths, others volunteer to transform their pain, learn from it, and activate the Christ consciousness within themselves. There is also the belief that a great battle will occur between the forces of light and darkness, a conflict that will continue as long as there is life on earth. This struggle does not involve physical wars with bombs and weapons, but rather an internal confrontation, where the true war is between the shadow and the light that exists within every human being. Darkness represents the power of evil, the shadow that we often hide within ourselves. That is why people talk about saving the world, as these chosen ones have the power to provoke changes that can free the world from the dark forces. Like true heroes, these 144,000 are here to liberate people from the shadows that surround them. They have the ability to heal on various levels, helping people mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. They are individuals who act with pure strength and light. There are some signs that may indicate whether you are one of these chosen ones, showing that you possess the qualities and wisdom necessary to fulfill this divine mission. 1. You have the talent to positively influence those around you, providing the motivation they need to pursue their goals, even if you don't realize it. Some people, without realizing it, possess a positive and inspiring energy that naturally attracts others. They may not be aware of the impact they have on the lives of those around them. With genuine enthusiasm for life and a strong belief in people's potential, they can inspire those around them. Their words, attitudes, or even their mere presence can renew the spirit and give a new sense of direction to those facing doubts or feeling stagnant. These people usually demonstrate compassion, empathy, and deep understanding. They know how to listen and offer words that deeply touch others, reflecting their struggles and dreams. This empathetic engagement is not forced, but arises naturally from their personality, making their influence even more effective. They create a supportive environment where others feel valued and understood, which is essential for those seeking to fulfill their dreams. Through simple but powerful interactions, these people plant seeds of confidence and encouragement, often without expecting anything in return. The reach of their influence can extend far beyond the people they interact with directly. Those who are inspired by them may, in turn, inspire others. The ability to motivate others subtly and unconsciously is a testament to the authenticity with which they live their values and principles. This shows that the most impactful changes often come from small acts of kindness and support, which deeply touch the human heart. 2. Even in adulthood, you may see yourself reflected in inspiring figures like historical leaders, activists, or characters on great journeys. This connection goes beyond mere admiration. It resonates deeply with the values and principles these figures represent. Leaders who fought for justice and equality, or characters who overcame great challenges on their journeys, often embody qualities we wish to incorporate into our own lives. For someone who identifies among the 144,000, this affinity may indicate an inner calling to live noble virtues in real life, defending just causes, supporting the vulnerable, and inspiring others to overcome their own limitations. This identification with inspiring figures can also serve as a psychological model for personal growth. Adults who see themselves in these characters may feel motivated to further develop their strengths and use their abilities for a greater good. This can manifest in various ways, such as in community service, leadership roles, or simply being a loyal and present friend in times of need. The stories of these figures, therefore, can serve as a continuous source of inspiration on how to face life's challenges with courage and integrity. Finally, identifying with these inspiring figures can cultivate a sense of responsibility and a desire to make a positive impact on the world. This reinforces the belief that a single person can make a difference, and that we all have a role to play in the grand story of humanity. For those who feel connected with the concept of the 144,000, this is especially significant, as it aligns with their spiritual mission to be lightworkers or agents of change on earth, embodying the noble qualities of their favorite examples in their daily lives. 3. You find it difficult to live in situations where disrespect and disloyalty prevail, often without knowing exactly how to deal with them. This internal conflict reflects a deep desire to live in an environment where integrity is the norm, contrasting with the frustration of not knowing how to bring about these changes. For someone who identifies among the 144,000, this sensitivity to disrespect and lack of integrity goes beyond a simple annoyance. It is a moral and spiritual challenge. The perception of these attitudes can be extremely disturbing, awakening in you a strong desire to correct behaviors and restore harmony in the relationships and situations around you. However, the uncertainty about how to address these issues can lead to feelings of powerlessness and discouragement. It is important to recognize that this discomfort is a sign for action, indicating that you have a role in the solution. Getting involved in projects that promote ethics and respect, seeking knowledge on moral issues, and supporting initiatives that defend transparency are practical ways to align with your spiritual mission. Moreover, a spiritual perspective suggests that change begins internally. Cultivating values such as honesty, integrity, and respect in your daily life can be the first step toward broader societal transformation. By incorporating these principles into your daily actions, you help create a culture that values truth and decency. This stance can inspire others to stand against disloyalty and disrespect, generating a positive impact that can resonate in communities and even on a larger scale. 4. You have a special ability to improve the environment around you, whether through a humorous comment or offering advice that makes a difference. Helping others is something you deeply value, and whenever you notice someone in need of support, you strive to alleviate the situation. This trait goes beyond being merely helpful. It is a central part of your personality that touches the people around you in a meaningful way. Your ability to bring comfort and relief, especially in moments of tension, offers essential rest and a new perspective. Your light-hearted observations and your light-hearted way of dealing with difficulties can dissipate tension and provide a much-needed break from the daily grind. This makes you not only a pleasant presence, but also a valuable support for those around you. Furthermore, your desire to help goes beyond providing emotional comfort or making others smile. It also manifests in practical actions. You are often the first to mobilize when someone needs help, whether by offering a practical solution, giving thoughtful advice, or simply being there to listen. This willingness to help demonstrates your genuine commitment to the well-being of others and reflects qualities such as altruism and empathy. 5. You have a special affection for plants and nature, deeply feeling the negative impact we have on the environment to meet our needs. This empathy goes beyond simple appreciation. It reflects a greater sensitivity to all living beings, aligning with principles of care and preservation. Your connection with nature is not limited to admiration. It is an ethical stance that questions current practices of resource exploitation. This feeling often leads you to adopt more sustainable practices and promote environmental conservation, whether through personal choices like reducing plastic consumption, supporting reforestation initiatives, or raising awareness about the importance of environmental preservation. Additionally, your love for nature highlights the interdependence of all living beings, emphasizing that each element of the ecosystem has value and should be protected. This perspective can serve as a strong incentive for others to reconsider their own attitudes toward the environment, promoting more conscious and sustainable ways of living. 6. You have experienced episodes of insomnia and restlessness without fully understanding what triggers them. Although these experiences may be disturbing, they may be connected to a deeper emotional or spiritual journey. For those who feel a connection with the 144,000, these moments of insomnia and agitation may not be just random events. They may be signs of heightened sensitivity to the environment, or a reaction to the spiritual and emotional pressures of your path. This sensitivity can make you more vulnerable to stress and tension, resulting in sleepless nights and feelings of exhaustion. These difficulties, however, can serve as opportunities for personal growth and introspection. They often encourage a search for ways to improve well-being, leading you to explore different methods to find peace and rest. This may include practices such as meditation, relaxation techniques, therapy, or other forms of self-care that not only help alleviate symptoms, but also provide a deeper understanding of the underlying causes of your insomnia and restlessness. These challenges can also increase your empathy for others who face similar issues, allowing you to offer support and understanding based on your own experiences. Your experience with insomnia and restlessness can thus become a source of strength and understanding, helping you connect with others more deeply and becoming an example of resilience and hope for those who also face these difficulties. 7. You feel you have a special talent or ability that is not yet recognized by many around you. There is within you a conviction that you are destined to achieve something important, even if it is not yet completely clear what that involves. This feeling of having a unique and as yet unrevealed potential drives your actions and decisions, motivating you to explore and grow beyond the ordinary. This feeling of unexplored potential may make you seem reserved or distant to others, especially to those who do not share or understand this inner quest. This can lead you to moments of introspection and isolation, as you try to discover how best to develop this ability and use it meaningfully. Your journey to realize this potential may involve continuous learning, deep reflection, and sometimes seeking mentors or guides who can help illuminate your path. By embracing this not yet fully understood potential, you empower yourself to live according to your deepest values and aspirations, even if it sets you apart from societal expectations. This drive encourages you to pursue what truly resonates with your essence, rather than simply following what others expect. This path can be both exciting and challenging, as it requires you to embrace uncertainty and trust in the process of developing your unique destiny. 8. You have a constant sense of disconnection from the material world and a search for something deeper. You may realize that even when you achieve material goals or accomplishments that are valued by society, such as professional success or material goods, you still feel that something is missing. This dissatisfaction may indicate that your true fulfillment is not in tangible things, but in a more spiritual or meaningful purpose. For example, you may find more satisfaction in activities that involve helping others, practicing meditation, or spending time in natural environments than in accumulating wealth or status. Perhaps you notice that while others around you are content with the pursuit of material comfort, you feel an innate desire to seek truth, self-knowledge, or to contribute to the greater good in some way. This feeling may lead you to make choices that others would consider unusual, such as opting for a less lucrative career but more aligned with your values, or dedicating time to projects that promote healing or justice, rather than simply seeking personal gain. This disinterest in material things and the search for a deeper connection may be a sign that you are following a path that goes beyond the ordinary, towards a higher purpose. 9. You have the ability to intensely feel the emotions of others as if they were your own. This deep empathy can manifest in various ways, such as feeling a friend's sadness almost physically, or experiencing intense joy when someone close to you achieves something important. For example, you may walk into a room and immediately sense the mood of the people present, picking up on whether there is tension, happiness, or worry, even before any words are spoken. This sensitivity can make you feel the weight of others' problems, which can be exhausting, but it also allows you to be a genuine source of support and understanding for those in need. This deep empathy may also extend to broader situations, such as feeling an inexplicable sadness when watching news about injustices or disasters, or being deeply moved by stories of overcoming and kindness. This can lead you to get involved in humanitarian causes, act as a counselor, or simply be that friend who is always there to listen and offer comfort. This level of empathy can be both a blessing and a challenge, as it requires you to learn to balance your sensitivity with the need to protect your own emotional well-being. However, this ability to feel deeply and connect with others' emotions may be a sign that you are destined to play a significant role in the lives of those around you, using your empathy as a powerful tool for healing and transformation. 10. You may be experiencing panic and anxiety attacks. Panic and anxiety attacks can be common experiences among the chosen 144,000, especially due to their deep sensitivity and heightened perception of the world around them. These individuals often have an intensified ability to pick up on the energies, emotions, and tensions present in the environment, which can become overwhelming and, in some cases, lead to emotional and psychological overload. Because they are deeply connected to spiritual and energetic dimensions, the chosen ones may feel particularly vulnerable to the dissonances and chaos of the material world. This sensitivity, while a source of great empathy and compassion, also exposes them to a wide range of negative stimuli that many people can ignore or block out. When the weight of global injustices, environmental crises, and human struggles becomes unbearable, it can trigger anxiety and, in extreme cases, panic attacks. Additionally, the internal conflict between the idealistic vision of what the world should be and the harsh reality of what it actually is can generate constant tension. This conflict not only intensifies anxiety, but can also lead to moments of deep despair and emotional isolation, where panic attacks arise as a physical and mental response to accumulated stress. These challenging experiences, however, also offer opportunities for the chosen ones to deepen their self-knowledge and develop their healing abilities. Many use their own struggles to discover more effective coping techniques, such as meditation, mindfulness practices, breathing exercises, and other strategies for emotional and spiritual self-management. Besides these methods, physical signs such as muscle tension, frequent headaches, and extreme fatigue may accompany these episodes, reflecting the physical impact of emotional stress. These tools not only help alleviate the symptoms of anxiety and panic, but also strengthen their ability to serve others more effectively and consciously. Therefore, my friends, when we consider the idea of the 144,000 sealed, whether as a literal or symbolic number, the true focus is on the qualities and character of those who make up this group. What really matters is not the exact quantity, but the spiritual and moral attributes that define these chosen ones as people dedicated to a life of holiness and devotion to God. These central attributes revolve around perfection in Jesus Christ. This perfection is not the total absence of sin, which belongs solely to God, but rather a life that is continuously shaped and purified by the Holy Spirit. It is about people who, through their faith in Christ, seek to live a life that reflects Jesus' teachings, resisting sin and striving to become more like Him. Those counted among the 144,000 are those who have a deep commitment to God, living in a way that brings glory to His name. The first and greatest commandment calls us to love God with all our heart, soul, mind, and strength. This love is not just a feeling, but it is reflected in daily actions and choices that demonstrate total surrender to God. To be part of this group, it is not enough to simply declare faith. It is necessary to live this faith concretely, allowing the Spirit of Christ to transform our lives from the inside out. This means seeking holiness in everything we do, rejecting temptations, and living in obedience to God's will. Being among the 144,000 is, in essence, a call to live in faithfulness and commitment to God, no matter what challenges or tribulations may arise. It is a call to stand out in a world that often strays from God's ways, to be a light that shines in the darkness, showing the way of truth and life in Christ. Are you willing to answer this call? Are you ready to completely surrender your life to Jesus and allow Him to guide and transform you? This decision is personal and profound, requiring a heart that desires more than the mundane, a heart that longs to live for the glory of God, regardless of the circumstances. If we truly do this and trust in the transforming power of Christ's Spirit in us, we will be among the 144,000. Are you willing to give everything to Jesus?